Ninjago has had some pretty crazy and out there ideas, but it's always been able to remain fresh and exciting, with Dragons Rising really showing that maybe Ninjago does have more than 2 years left to live. But that doesn't mean Ninjago is entirely free of the dreaded jumping the shark, also known as nuking the fridge. Jumping the shark is a term used for a piece of media that has seemingly ran out of ideas and begins straying from its original premise, basically throwing anything at the wall to see if it will stick. And I think the biggest example of Ninjago jumping the shark would have to be the ridiculous space subplot in season 3 of the show, Rebooted. Honestly, the whole season of Rebooted feels like they jumped the shark. But for now, let's just focus on what is probably the most universally disliked part of this season, the ninja going to space. I don't even know where to begin with how outlandish and downright insane this decision is. Seriously, what in the world were they thinking when they shot the ninja into space? I understand that they needed to go after the remains of the golden weapons, which were shot up into space, but there had to have been a better solution to going up into space themselves. Ninja just do not belong in space. It comes off like they were just checking off boxes for what kids liked. Hey, kids like astronauts in space, right? Shoot the ninja to space then, the kids will love it. But I guess you could also say that about Seabound with the ninja going underwater, or the ninja entering a video game in Prime Empire, or even earlier on in the season with the ninja entering the Digiverse. Those ideas, however, feel a lot more grounded and somewhat more plausible compared to this little space adventure. Space is called the final frontier for a reason, because it is the final thing you should shove into your LEGO TV show. It just comes out of nowhere and feels completely out of place within this season, and since it was never really brought up again after Rebooted, makes it feel completely out of place within the show itself, being a strange space-themed smudge on the show's history. Also, why were there exactly 4 spacesuits on the rocket? The Ninjroids clearly don't need them, so why did they bother to add them to the rocket? A detail that just adds on to the bizarreness and randomness of this concept. How convenient for the ninja that there are exactly 4 spacesuits kept on board for some reason that nobody knows. Apparently, the space subplot in Rebooted was meant to set up an entire season based around space, introducing fucking aliens into Ninjago. I guess it's better than snakes for the billionth time. Actually, knowing Ninjago, they'd make them into snake aliens. Thankfully, however, our gracious savior Tommy Andresen stepped in and prevented any further plans to explore space and keep those damn aliens out of our Ninjago. We were so close to having a Crystal Skull situation on our hands. If they actually went ahead and made an alien space-themed Ninjago season, I genuinely think I would have given up on Ninjago right then and there. That would have been way more than jumping the shark, you'd be flying over it at that point. At least I would certainly be a lot richer if that happened. But now that Tommy Andresen is no longer working on Ninjago, it does make me fear that if Dragons Rising goes on for long enough, they might end up resurrecting the idea of a space season, and if they do that, I will literally quit Ninjago. Like I said earlier, the entire season of Rebooted feels like they jumped the shark. I mean, come on, they had goddamn bubble jetpacks, how is that not jumping the shark? With Ninjago ending after season 2, the writers really needed something to bring everyone back for the new season, and so they settled on the most generic idea of everything now being futuristic, and the ninja fighting robots. Ninjago has never had a properly established time frame, but all of the locations within the city prior to season 3 have always had a very feudal Japan and simple sort of vibe, or as simple as a city with a giant Y building can be. Seriously, why is there just a massive Y in the middle of this city? And then suddenly here comes season 3, with flying cars, robots, floating highways, and practically everything is super tech based now, being a massive departure from what Ninjago was. What was once a pretty timeless setting that could be rewatched year after year became a technology-infected mess, making sure to remind you that this season released during the height of technology. Now this makes me sound like some 90-year-old man, or a crux to keep it relevant to Ninjago itself, but I never liked this technology focus. It always just came off as the writers having no idea what to do, so they just thought, oh hey, kids like those damn iPhones now, right? Let's just shove all of that into this new season, and surely it'll work. I mean, evidently it did work as the show is still going on, but you get the point. And the fact that, just like the space subplot, basically all of those advancements in technology are dropped right after season 3, makes me believe that the writers knew they took things too far and decided to rewind their jumping over the shark. Flying cars would have been pretty useful during the flood in Seabound, I'm just saying. Also, what was the deal with the ninjas suddenly becoming teachers? Another idea that feels like it was randomly thrown into the awful stew that is rebooted. The ninja are teachers for like, what, one episode and then they quit? I mean, it is a teaching job, can you really blame them? Were they even legally qualified for those positions anyways? Or is Wu's Academy guilty of nepotism? But I think that's enough of me rambling. What do you think? When did Ninjago jump the shark? And no, I will not be accepting the shark army as an answer.